A man in Washington state is facing some charges after he allegedly posed as a woman who works in the entertainment industry and attempted to, and in a lot of cases was successful in recruiting women to pose nude and have sex with him. He never attempted to cast them in anything. He has no ties to the entertainment industry. He just watched casting couch porn and then decided to carry it out himself. Now, this is Michael-Jon Matthew Hickey. And according to reports, he allegedly carried out a scheme in which he posed as a woman and claimed to run a Seattle talent agency that could connect women to high-paying jobs in the adult entertainment industry. The state attorney in this case said that this is one of the most egregious scams I've seen as Attorney General. Beyond the monetary damage his victim suffered pursuing the defendant's fictional job opportunities, they endured emotional trauma and unconscionable loss of privacy through his deception. So he would look for women between the ages of 17 and 25, and he would tell them, you're gonna make a lot of money, right? And so he would say they would make $12,000 to $3,500 a day. They just have to meet with a casting agent. They would show up, and you know the drill.
Buckle up, I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Don't do it.
I don't think this is as egregious as other stories we've covered.
You're insane.
Okay, but so they were willing to take naked pictures, but he just didn't put the naked pictures up for everybody to see.
No, that's not what he did. Okay, so he first of all, he lied, fraud, told them that he's a woman who like owns this adult entertainment industry and he's recruiting women, right? She's recruiting women. It's not a she, it's actually a he. And then the women were told to meet with the guy, and then he like has sex with them for the audition, and that he's gonna use those audition tapes and those nude photos to get them jobs in the entertainment industry. That's not what he did.
I understand it's fraud. I'm not condoning it, it's clearly wrong. But they say, if I was gonna get a job out of this, I'm perfectly fine and happy to do it. It turns out I didn't get a job out of it, so I am horrified at what happened. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a little bit of a disconnect there. You get to be pissed about what happened. Horrified, I don't know. Like, you're just mad you didn't get paid for it. Because you signed, like, you signed up for, yeah, I want to have sex on camera. Yes, I'm willing to have sex on camera with you. Yes, I did it. And then, oh, but you didn't put it out there and give me the money for it. It's like, okay, let's put it this way, and again, I'm sure people are gonna get mad at me, and maybe I'm wrong in some ways, but okay, I sign up to you know, do some hard work, shovel the drive. That's not hard work, but whatever it is, right? And a guy says, are you willing to do this? I go do it, and then he doesn't pay me. Yeah, I'm pissed he didn't pay me, right?
I know.
But I'm not pissed that I did the shoveling or the hard work, because I signed up for that. I'm just mad that he didn't pay me.
I know, but you're equating shoveling dirt to one of the most intimate things that people can do, right?
But I know, but
here's this pervy guy who now has videos and pictures of these unwitting women, right? And so,
but that's what I'm saying. They're not exactly unwitting.
I think they are. Okay, yeah. So he preyed on them. He exploited them. He lied to them, and so. Yeah, he should face charges, and it seems like right now, I mean, they're not really laying down the law. They're just telling him, hey, you need to stop your so-called business, and maybe he'll face some fraud charges in the future. But this is exploitation. This is not shoveling dirt. It goes further than that.
Yeah, I understand, and I know people are going to get mad, but I'm not saying that there shouldn't be any consequences. I'm not just saying it's hunky-dory and he should keep on doing it. He's lying to those people, and he's committing fraud. So I'm against it, but it's not as egregious as some of the other stories that we've covered, because they were happy to do that as long as they received compensation for it. And when they found out they're not going to receive compensation, that's when they were super mad. So you're perfectly within your rights to get mad at compensation, and it is a very intimate act, so it's kind of a strange situation, but they were happy to do that intimate act as long as they were getting paid for it.
Yeah, look, I think that they felt violated because, again, he exploited them for sex. Like, that, it's different because when a woman has sex, when anyone has sex, man or woman, you want to have sex on your terms, right? And so in order to consent to sex, the terms have to be laid out there. I'm not saying like, are we going to have sex? Is it okay to have sex? That's not what I mean. I'm saying, you know, based on conversation, like
that it's real consent.
That it's real consent. In this case, it wasn't real consent because they were lied to.
And that's why I'm saying, that it's a little grayer in this case, right? Because do guys lie to women to have sex with them? Almost, I don't want to say almost all the time, but certainly plenty of times. Is that illegal? It's nowhere near illegal. Oh, I have a great job. Turns out he doesn't have a great job. I'm this, I'm that. I'm a professional hockey player.
I know, but that's not promising them something for the sex. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's different,
we all lie in one way or another when it comes to relationships and sex and all that stuff, right? But it's different when you're lying to someone and promising something in exchange for the sex. And then you find out that it was fraudulent, it was to exploit, it was to take advantage. Like, it's definitely...
Yeah, that's why it's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you certainly can't rape a prostitute just because she's a prostitute and then say, well, I'm just not paying you. No, that's rape. Okay, so it's a complicated and tough question when it involves something this intimate and private and the need for consent, which is obviously understandable and part of the law. So, interesting question at hand there. Very curious to see how it's going to get resolved. Get the full 2-hour show ad-free. Become a member, tytnetwork.com/join.